Brendan, we win a game two. A Boston sports team just won a game two. Can you believe it? I'll Joe Castiglione it.
Oh my gosh, Nick, I know. Uh, both teams were struggling on the game too. A lot of them were on in TD Garden. But the Celtics get it done today. They were played with a mission. Jaylen
Yep.
Brown. We are witnessing prime Jaylen Brown. He
Yep.
dominated inside the paint, outside the arc, defensively, passing. He was incredible. What a great performance out of Jaylen tonight.
Yeah, it's becoming really the tone in a way with this team where if Tatum doesn't have a good night, or if Derek White doesn't have a good night, or if Porzingis is out, or Al Horford needs to take time, I love what I'm seeing with team contribution right now. I absolutely love it. And that right there shows me a championship caliber mentality for a team that seems like they're locked and loaded and focused on the the end all goal is to win a championship. Uh, I was just flabbergasted and stunned tonight with how clutch and outstanding and star-studded Jaylen Brown was tonight. That was kind of like his coming out party of being an NBA superstar. That was awesome, both ways.
We are seeing him blossom before our eyes. I mean, this was the kid that was in trade talks for Kawhi Leonard back in the day. Of course, Anthony Davis, and then latest Kevin Durant. But the Celtics held on to this kid throughout all of it. And you are seeing them reap the rewards right now between a kid that is staying healthy. He is dominating physical force, dominating, and then he's shooting the ball really well. He's playing a lot more smart these days as opposed to in his youth. He's not forcing plays. He's taking what the defense gives him, and he is the pulse of the Celtics right now. He's dominating. But you were right. It's a championship mentality. It's next man up mentality. Porzingis goes down a long time ago. Horford steps up in a big way. White stepping up when Tatum's having his struggles, and then latest Jaylen Brown in the Eastern Conference Finals, torching the Pacers. I love to see it. The Celtics are going to dominate in Game 3. They're going to sweep the Pacers. It's going to be great. Statement made. Get it done.
What did you expect coming into this game tonight? Because we saw such a dogfight in that first game. We saw such a back and forth roller coaster game where the Celtics were down. And then, of course, we saw Jaylen Brown hit the big shot to get this game into an overtime. And then we saw Jaylen Brown and then Jason Tatum in game one kind of take over and lead this team to victory. In my opinion, like I said from before on the show that we were with you on Tuesday, that was a surprise win. That was a win that I think this team makes this season, but in previous years probably don't make, because maybe Marcus Smart would have taken the shot and it would have been Brickhouse City.
Yeah.
And you would have been able to get the victory in that game. The difference in this team, I just see so much poise, and I see guys that are all gelling together, and that is just prime championship caliber to me. It didn't just start from Jaylen Brown, though. Let's talk about Drew Holiday next. Back-to-back great games, both offense, defense. I just want that guy to get the ball more.
Yeah, he is here for the moment. This is why they got him. He played a big role in the Milwaukee Bucks winning the championship 2 years back.
This is why the Celtics got him. It's 100% why.
Yeah, it is a clear upgrade over Marcus Smart, as a lot of people might not like to hear. Drew Holiday, he has a steady presence guarding the other point guard. He's taking Tyrese Halliburton out of the game, who actually went down with an injury. Hope for the
Glad
best.
you mentioned it.
Definitely want to beat the Pacers at their best. But yeah, he is the neutralizer for for the Pacers. You also can feed him offensively. He will bully ball the other guard because he's just so strong with lower half. And then he shoots the ball 46 from deep. So Drew Holiday, he is a great addition. He does exactly what they need. He plays the exact role they need him to do. He hits open shots, and he plays great defense.
Halliburton, I want to talk about him for a second because this is a big significant injury that this could be for this Indiana Pacers team. He went out pretty early. Was it the third, I forget exactly when it was.
Yeah,
but with his injury being out, that definitely impacted the Pacers offense quite a bit in this team. And if he is out significantly for a game 3 or 4, I don't know how the Pacers can survive this.
They're a different team without him on the floor. You know, they look totally lost without him taking the ball up, setting up other players, and drawing defensive attention with the way he can stretch the floor. Without him there, Miles Turner is trying to create everything on his own. And then
Can't happen.
You got these niche kids that are just trying to make plays, you know, and they really can't do anything without Tyrese Halliburton. He is the pulse of that team. He is a great young player, but that's the only way they have a chance to take a single game is if he's healthy. Even with him healthy, I don't have them taking a single game. I know
before this series came in, you have a sweep. You have 4 games, and I thought that was a bold choice. But boy, oh boy, are you looking pretty good right now.
I know that first game.
I don't mean physically. I just mean your selection. I just want to make sure that's crystal clear. We have to identify that first.
No worries. I know that first game got really scary, came down to the wire. If there was ever a game that the Pacers were going to take, it was that one. It's like with the Bruins and the Panthers coming fresh off of Game 7 against a Panthers team that was a little laxed.
Correct.
That was their best shot. They couldn't get it done. That is demoralizing. And now the Celtics dominate both 1 and 2. They're going to go into Indy, where the Indiana Pacers haven't lost a game on their home court, I think, in 25 games.
Well, they are about to face the Celtics. So that little record they got going right now, I think we can kiss that one goodbye.
Especially if there's no Halliburton, then it's washed. But I really hope he plays because I want to dominate by 20 points with him on the floor.
Likely.
Their home floor. Really set a statement because the negativity that's been going with the Boston Celtics, the national media is very bored of the Celtics. But the Celtics have yet to get it done. So it's their time to prove that they can do it. They need to make a statement. They need to sweep the Pacers and get locked in for finals.
I got 2 more talking points I want to get to before we go to our stud of the night, of course, our spotlight player, and then our throw in the doghouse. Get him in there, lock the key, never come out again. I want to first talk about Derek White. We saw such a great first series with him with Miami, and he was their MVP absolutely throughout those games. Little shaky in the Cleveland series, and then we've seen spotty is a good word to describe it.
Yeah.
I thought Derek White was the spark of the Celtics tonight. That play that I saw tonight was leadership. That he was the leader on the court. Outside of course, Jaylen Brown with hitting the big shots. That was your superstar and everything right there. Ooh, I'm saying superstar without winning a championship. I don't know if I can do that.
Not yet.
Might want to take my words back yet. Not yet. But Jaylen Brown was your stud. We'll call him the stud. Derek White, I love that performance tonight. I just want to make sure we identify that. What you saw tonight from Derek White was hitting clutch shots. I loved his defense most importantly, and that was the most significant eye-opening development of that game tonight was the difference in Derek White. He was awesome, and that's what you need out of Derek White. I love the confidence. He had the swagger tonight. Awesome style, awesome play. Let's have that the rest of the series.
It definitely. I mean, taking that charge on Miles Turner, it was like a 7'6" center that's plowing full speed. Derek just willing to take the charge to set the tone defensively. This is the guy that does all the little things, and that's why the Celtics loves him so much. They need to take care of his contract. Definitely, he is a huge part of the makeup of how they dominate and win. He does all the little things for that team. He hits the open shots. He plays great defense, and he takes the ball up. He doesn't turn it over. He makes good plays.
Now, you're talking heads of the media, the ESPNs, the Stephen A. Smiths, the Kendrick Perkins, the haters are going to go all over Jason Tatum tonight for that performance. Are you concerned out of anything that you saw from this performance, or is this just one of those games where the rest of the team stepped up, Jason Tatum was in a way saved, and we move forward to game 3? What's your take?
Look, I think he saw Jaylen Brown dominating the game, and he stood aside and let him take over the game. I think Jason Tatum is willing to facilitate. He needs to work on the passing. The turnovers can get unbearable at times, but he was a little better tonight. He shot it a little better, but he definitely still had the point drought. I'm not gonna just go full out defend him on taking bad shots and missing stuff. But I think he saw Jaylen Brown dominate the game, and he was willing to. I'm not going to play selfishly. It's about winning the championship. That's all I care about. And that's something that a lot gets lost because the national media really just digs in on the stat sheet, and that's the whole story is what he shot for the game instead of how he played defensively, the rebounds, controlling the ball. I know he has more in there. I know, but he doesn't need it.
I'll put it straight to a lot of folks out there that watch and are loyal viewers to us. You can win a title if the rest of the team for the Celtics get a contribution like you got from Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday. You can win if Jason Tatum takes the step back like he did tonight. But over the long haul, it does get me a little concerned because you need him to be smarter with the basketball, as you said, with the turnovers and everything, and start making more of those shots that you're paying him to do. I mean, he's your 1A. Your 1B tonight was amazing. So we need a little bit more from it. I'm not going to get super critical on it. I'll let the ESPNs of the world go ruin his day tomorrow. But I'm just going to be happy that the Celtics got the win tonight. I think that's what we need to look at.
Yeah,
look at the big picture, folks. You got the win. Yeah, you're up 2-0 in this series right now with the potential to take Indiana home. I mean, they're already kind of home this weekend, but end it. You can end it Saturday and then what would it be, Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can end it. So I'll take the positive on it.
When it comes to him, if he can save them when they're having a bad night and he can turn it on and win the game for them, that's when you need to see it. If they're struggling, he needs to pick it up and carry them. But if they're dominating, he should facilitate. I think he's doing his job fine, playing great defense.
I'll take tonight 100% of the time, all the time, if we can. Now we're going to get to our spotlight player of the night. And then, of course, Doghouse, you are not coming in the house again. You are staying outside for the night. We're going to lock the key. That's where you're sleeping tonight. That's it. I know who you're going to choose, but I want to know who you go for your spotlight tonight because this one could be a little interesting.
I mean, I'm going Jaylen Brown back to back. This kid, torching the Indiana Pacers. He's looking so good. I want to give an honorable mention to Mazzulla. I called out making adjustments defensively for the pick and pop defense. Al Horford was not defending Turner. Instead, they had Brown on Turner, which is wild. But he's so strong. He's a stretch 3, stretch 2. So he can take Turner, and that pick and roll defense was a lot better. Horford wasn't getting abused, and the drop coverage looked really good.
I'm going with Derek White. As much as I love the performance from Jaylen Brown,
I like it.
I don't want to say it's a given, but I want to see that consistently through him. The whole thing with Derek White is we've seen great, a little bit of a spark, a little bit of a decline, and then get back to being that identity glue guy. And that's what I saw tonight. That style of offense and defense, being the leader on the court and just being the facilitator. Like, dude, that gets me in. That's lock it in, Derek White. That's how I look at him. I look at him as Mr. Lock It In. Just gets it done. I love it. That was outstanding to see from him tonight. And just so you have the numbers and everything from him for tonight, Derek White had played a little bit over 36 minutes. He was 8 for 15 from the field goal range, and he finished the night at a plus 11 with 23 shots on the night. Again, your high scorer tonight was Jaylen Brown. I have an honorary mention for Spotlight tonight, Brendan. Are you ready for this one? Remember how who did I ruin the day to in his good departing gift? Who was that again on the Cavaliers?
Oh, Strus. Yes.
Max Strus, when I ruined his day. That's right. I'm not going to ruin anybody's day right now. I'm actually going to highlight somebody with the hopes of this guy getting hired again in the NFL. That is Coach Belichick was in the house tonight. He is my honorary mention tonight. That's a winner. It was great to see him with Brad Stevens tonight up in the box in the suite. And I'm still in that mode where it's going to be hard to kind of see the whole transition after 24 years without Bill as the coach for the Patriots. It will be. I love seeing Bill Belichick still engaged and following his Boston teams, being a part of it. Class.
Yeah. It's like
class.
Ortiz last night, 2 nights ago.
Yep. I love to see it. You see Paul Pierce all the time with the Celtics. David Ortiz is supporting. You see Julian Edelman all the time with stuff. You had some Bruins players. Drake May, new Patriot quarterback, is supporting the team and everything. That is an awesome mentality that I don't think gets enough credit in this city, where other athletes who are on other teams and stuff just come and support your team. It's class, it's gentlemanship, it's support, sportsmanship. It's great, and I need to see more of that. That was great to see. Class act from Bill Belichick.
Definitely. It's a special place to play. It's a special place to be a fan. It's why we're here. It's what we do. It's a big deal in Mass. It's what separates us from the rest of the country, I think.
Doghouse. Who's barking in there tonight?
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam again. Okay, Sam Hauser. Tell me why.
You know, his job is to hit that 3 shot, and I thought Brissett was making a bigger contribution than Sam was. He played pretty good defense, all right, but he needs to hit his 3-pointers. That's why he has minutes. He's in actions to set him up on a screen off the ball, catch and shoot in rhythm, and he's bricking it. So I'm sorry, Sam. You dominated, but if I had to pick a dud in this game, I have to go with you.
You know how I love to just get the humor sometimes. That's me. You know how I go. I like the humor. I like the wild card action. Those 3 minutes and 50 seconds of Xavier Tillman without scoring a basket is unacceptable. You can't have that on the Celtics. You can't. If Xavier Tillman is coming in, he must get the basket and he must get points.
Gotta get it.
That's it. He's in the doghouse. I don't want to see you again. Get lost.
Jeez. He does bring it defensively, but
get the dog catcher right now. Like, you're done.
He can convert a little more with his time, I'd say. But especially against Indiana, where they don't play any defense at all.
No.
Tillman.
I'm really not hard. I just want to make sure we're clear. I'm just being funny with the Xavier Tillman thing. If I was really going to put somebody in the doghouse, it would have been first quarter Jason Tatum. Let's be honest here. That was unacceptable. We can move on from it. Again, I already went through it. I'm not concerned over the long haul, but you need him to be better in certain situations.
Yeah.
Yep.
He needs to be better.
So we'll play again 8:30 Saturday night. It's going to be a late one, but I am looking forward to seeing what they do in Indiana. Final words.
Put them out of their misery. Let's put them to bed. You know, it's getting late for these kids. Good night.
Well, yeah. Say good night, Gracie. We will see you again on Saturday. We are not covering tomorrow night's Friday night Red Sox game. I'm sorry. Nope. Nope. We'll cover it when we do the Celtics for right now.
Yep.
So for those of you that want to complain, that's fine. You can send your complaints to the inbox and stuff like that, and I'll delete it right away. But we'll pick up the Red Sox after the Celtics win their championship, and we'll be happy as a clam that way.
Yeah, it'll be a nice transition. We'll give the
Sox
time.
It is.
We build something.
Green, black, and white. That's how we flow right now. All right. We will see you all again real soon. Again, the Celtics with a great game to win. And we move forward for game 3. We'll see you for Saturday night. Have a great one, everybody. Happy Friday, and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend.
I like it.